Hello everyone, welcome to Rev.ed. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking you guys for making us reach our first threshold. We have crossed 1000 views. Thank you so much. Now our first video was called How to Be the Alpha, and we discussed the tenets of being the alpha in the first video. In the second video, it was called Implementation Intention, and we broke down research-based methods to adopt new behavior patterns and improve our success rate by over 300%. And the third video was how to get perpetually motivated, that is, have infinite motivation and never have to worry about motivation. Now these videos will create the foundation that you need, but in today's video, we are going to talk about the first action step towards change and self-improvement. The first step. So the question is, where do we start? So instead of doing something new, something different, a new habit or a resolution, why don't you start by analyzing the things that you're already doing and then stop the things that you shouldn't do? Instead of doing things that will make you strong, why don't you drop the things that make you weak?
That is better! Now I will be able to move freely!
This is just by dropping a couple of pounds of weight?
See, all things considered and all things reset, this is our base level. This is where we're supposed to be. But in life, we do things that make us weak, that basically make us fall below our base level. So when we start our improvement journey, what happens is we manage to get ourselves back to the base level, and we call that improvement. So if I were to give you a dramatic explanation, imagine you dug yourself a hole, you climbed in that hole, then you climb out of that hole, and then you're calling it self-improvement. The thing that you're missing is that you need to also climb on the dirt that you dug out and then go a step higher, and that's when you would call that improvement. Otherwise, it'll just be fake improvement. So by stop doing the things that make us weak, we can make significant improvement. And I'm not going to try and put a label on anything that you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do this or do this or do that or whatever, but I'm going to help you find out what you yourself think that are the things that you shouldn't do. And here's what you do, and it works 100% of the time. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to your bedroom, a silent place preferably, and shut off the lights, sit in the dark, and sit there and ask yourself a question very sincerely. What are the things that I'm doing right now that if I stop doing them, my life will improve? Ask yourself that question, and you will be surprised by how instantly you get those answers in your head. If you seriously ask that question, you will be surprised how instant those answers are, really. And the point is, you can go one step further. You can ask specific questions like, what behaviors should I drop? What friends should I drop? And more on that later. So why does this work? See, the truth is we are naturally better at criticizing than we are at appraising things. It's easier to find what's not working than to find what's working if most of the things are working, and that's exactly how it is, right? So why don't we use this thing that we have naturally to our own advantage and use that to find faults and then try to amend those? Criticize yourself and drop the things that make you weak. It's that simple. Now to label a few things that I think if you stop doing will help you a lot. Now, number one is substance abuse. See, when we're young, we're all about experimenting, and along the way we pick up things when we're in sophomore years or in college that are a huge hurdle in life. I've met so many people, I've made so many friends, and I've seen so much potential go down the drain because of things like 420 and all the things that are basically slowing you down. Stop living for the weekend, stop substance abuse. It's the classic Attribution way to hell. The second thing on this list is complain. Get off your ass, man. Complaining doesn't help. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your time. The only person that's probably going to empathize and sympathize with you when you're complaining is a complainer themselves. You can either waste your time together, or maybe you don't waste your time. Get off your ass. Drop the things that make you weak. Stop complaining. The third thing on this list is friends. Drop the friends that make you weak, man. It's a fact that you are the average of the 5 closest people around you, and it is absolutely important for you to filter them. See, your friends either build you up or they tear you down. I'm not saying that they do it unconsciously or consciously, that's for you to decide, but either way, if you are at the receiver of a tear down, it is your loss. Your loss. And I'm not going to dive in too many details because I have planned a future video on this, so expect that soon. But drop the friends that make you weak. Drop the things that make you weak. Drop it. Drop it. So where do you start? Start by dropping the things that make you weak. So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure you like and comment and share it with at least 5 of your friends. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. Also, a new sub goal for us would be to get to 200. We're at 165 right now, so close. It'll be super awesome if we can get to 200. Also, this is your host Chaitanya Sharma. You can call me Chai, and you can also follow me on Instagram if you'd like. My @is Chaitanya. I hope you have a great afternoon. This is Rev.ed India signing off, and we will see you next time.